So we seen YouTube back again with another gym breakdown. Today was legs, and legs is probably my favorite thing to work, right? Because I don't want to ramble on too much, but I just want to give you guys an introduction. So legs was one of the first things that I did in the gym that really gave me a chance to like lock in mentally and actually push for something more than just, trying to lift weights. Like squatting was a kind of eye opener for me. I sure it was an eye opener for a lot of people who, especially who does seriously squat, like the Tom Platz of the world, Sam Sulek, the Larry Wheels. You see those guys who does make squatting a literal way of life. It really speaks volumes. So if you want to be a good squatter, I think you should go and watch some Tom Platz videos. You should listen to what he say about squatting and squat exactly how he does squat. I just try to do it every time I'm doing legs. Tom Platz used to hit legs twice a month. And with the intensity of his workouts, I decided I'm going to follow that as being natural one and trying to do legs like as a art form, like squatting. You can't really do legs every week. So there are people out there who like to do legs every 3 days or like twice a week, any 2 times for the week. Whatever them doing twice a week, I know it is not as serious as they feel it is, because it's either you're working legs hard enough where you can't recover, or you're just not doing it enough where you're actually growing. As well as it a lot of people who squatting a lot of weight, right? But they're not necessarily getting bigger legs, right? Now, with squatting, it's easier to move more weight going this way than going this way. So that alone should tell you, anybody who's squatting with a serious, almost like they fall in a chair, like they're squatting like this instead of squatting like this. It'll show me like them not really seriously thinking about how much weight they could actually do one and pushing themselves to the absolute limit, right? It was saying as well, as the grass is a serious thing. The deeper you go and hold that weight down there and then try to shoot up, like you're giving yourself no momentum to work with off the bunks, and I feel like that is crucial. So you could achieve a lot with just 2 plates, with just a plate and a 25, if that is your comfortable rep ranges for your sets, right? Another thing about legs, I don't think you should count sets. This isn't a squatting video, but what I say in here is golden information that I had to acquire over a course of time by watching a lot of great movements in legs. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to compile it so you guys can see what I did. While I'm squatting, I'm not going to be talking. I want all to appreciate the aura of lifting weights, like being there. I wish I could give already full audio, but the gym I just go just play music that would be copyrighted, and that wouldn't be good for anybody. Really and truly, the video will be taken down or you can't see it, So we work with what we could work with. We go find something. We go find some workaround. As I was saying, it don't matter how much weight you're doing. You don't want to be deterred. You don't want to be discouraged or like make up excuses when it comes to squatting. Like if your knee hurting you today, you're not feeling, that is when you should do it, right? Because I would tell you this because all I would see my younger brother in the video with me. He has a lot of knee pains from wherever, and he used to always hide away from squatting, right? But it was such a hype environment today in terms of what we saying to each other and mindset and what the headphones playing, like he actually squat 225, So that was actually really crazy, and I'm proud of him, And I'm sure you're proud of me, because today is the first day I ever did 315. I do it for 1 rep. I wasn't planning on doing that much weight, right? But it always was in the back of my mind, 315, like the day when I do 315, you would never forget. The day I do 315 in bench, squat, and deadlift, I find that is such a memorable moment. You could never recreate that feeling, one, and you would never get a chance to actually be in that mindset again. Just because the amount of heart pounding feeling, the rush before you take up the weights, like this weights could kill me, you know, and you just doing that. That's a whole different ball game in terms of mindset, which is why I feel like I push my younger brother and whoever else would be watching this video to actually go out there and try to do something they never thought they could do. It'd rather be in the gym, right? But the gym is where I just express my, you know, my love for trying to get better, trying to better myself. The gym is the best place, in my opinion, where you could do that without any bad vibes or like bad aura. You know, like it's strictly you and the mirror, and you just trying to get better. You're trying to look better, yes. But when you're working out consistently and as long as these great people looking good, it might be the starting energy, but like somewhere along the line, looking good, you would reach looking good. So what you gonna do now that you're looking good? Would you just give up? No. You have other goals or other things to strive for, you know? And 315, in my opinion, is a crazy accomplishment. And I don't want to take that for granted. Like, I take in the moment, you know? I grasped it in. I didn't record the whole thing, but it was really crazy for somebody like me to go on that 315 and squat it, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something and if you take away something from this video, I hope it's encouragement at least to strive for greatness, whether it be in anything you're doing, you know? Today was really a good day for me, personally. And I hope you guys are having a good day as well. How to squat, like form, I could briefly say how to squat, right? So you want to squat with an elevated heel. Like, that's the first thing I decided to do that really give my quads the growth it deserved for like a while. I naturally have big legs, right? I don't naturally have like cut out legs, but my legs are naturally big, you know, with genetics. So what you want to do is elevate your heel. It have like a step up in my gym where I just use every time I squat in, like I don't squat without that. Or like even if you have a shoes with a little heel on the back, right? You know that it actually have squatting shoes out there, right? So I elevated my heel so that most of the force would be on my quads and not my lower back. So the injury level would be dropped there. And another thing, I just squat with the Smith machine. I just like the fact that all you had to worry about is carrying the weight from point A to point B, you know, and not necessarily focusing on if the weight could, you know, snap you in half. So I kind of perfected my Smith machine squats before I even dare to go into the free squats. It have a lot of researching and theories out there about the benefits of both free squat and Smith machine squats, but it have a lot more injuries prone to free squatting than Smith machine squatting, and that's just a fact. So me knowing all what I know, especially the fear factor of even squatting, I would suggest doing the Smith machine squats and perfecting that before you move on to, if you want to venture into free squats. But most bodybuilders just do Smith machine for squatting, leg press, and things that would not necessarily hinder the growth and the competition, you know, the competition goals. So again, sidetrack plenty, but so you want to have an elevated heel, that is one. You want to squat straight down. You don't want to be so, you want to squat like this. You want to be able to keep your chest forward, and as much as possible, your face must be straight. You know, you don't want to dip, you don't want to do none of that. Right? You watch yourself, watch your form, see what's going wrong, and see what does work. You know, and we're visual creatures. So by watching yourself actually squat, you would be perfecting your form without even knowing you're perfecting your form. You know? So that's basically it. You don't really need that much more. I could tell you, but I'd rather show you. So you'll just see how I squatting. Sadly, I didn't really get that much angles, but because it's a Smith machine, it was hard to kind of put yourself in place to get proper angles. You know, instead of, if it was free squats, you could get a lot of different shots, right? So, but I was such in a groove mentally. I was like, let me just go, let me press record and let me do this. Watch my phone, watch what I'm doing, see how much sets and reps I do, because I doesn't really count my squats. I just squat until I black out, I'm feeling to throw up, I throw up, or I can't do no more. That is when I know I had enough. So hope you guys enjoyed. This was just a brief introduction on squatting, how I squat, what I just do, what I like to do, and me achieving something very few people would ever achieve, So it was crazy. I hope you guys enjoy. And for the most part, I don't think I'm going to speak again. So after squatting, I did some RDLs. You can see that too. After the RDLs, it was a hamstring focus day. So after the squat and the RDLs, I did lying down hamstring curls and calves, because I didn't do calves in a while, so don't roast me too much for my calves, And that was a quick leg day. For me, squatting is really, I shouldn't even say leg day, I should say squat day, I should start to say that for real. Hope you guys enjoyed. I might chime in if I feel like it needed, but I don't feel it needed for leg day. Let me just get into it.
Iron doesn't become a sword until it's burned and beaten in fire. Your life is like iron, and it's getting burned and beaten into a sharp sword called your life. Are you ready to be beaten and burned? Because the sharpest swords go through the hottest fire. Are you ready? Because what you're going through in life right now is beating you down. From the money problems, to the relationships, to the quarantine, to the lack of food, whatever it is that you're dealing with in life right now, it's taking you out. And it's your responsibility to sharpen your sword, to take the disasters and crises that you're going through in your life right now and to make you better. The happiest, most successful people in this world took the hardest moments in their life and flipped them into the best thing that ever happened to them. You got an opportunity right now to take that horrible situation that you're going through and make it the best thing that ever happened. Or you can give up. You can give up where you are and surrender and act like nothing changed in your life, but there's no progression in that. So you gotta ask yourself, why is my life never changing? How come it's always the same situation over and over again? Well, stop giving up and stop letting the bad situations that happen in your life and do something about it. Do you get angry? Are you sad? Do you have depression? You need to use it for your fuel. You need to use it to keep going. You need to say, this was me and I need to get better. This was who I am, but it's not anymore, because I want more and I'm getting sharper and I'm growing stronger. You have to find the opportunities in your struggle. You have to find the light. You have to find a way to make it better when you're in the worst situation you've ever been in. You got people that are counting on you. You got people that are depending on your success. And you're sitting around acting like you're the victim. You need to get out of that victim mode and you need to start going for what you know you need to do. Your lack of discipline is an insult to all the people who believe in you. This isn't about impressing others. This is about bettering yourself. Some people want it. Some people wish for it. And others make it happen. Who are you? You got a heartbeat, then you can do it. Because your determination is gonna make it a reality. Stop whining and start grinding, because you got opportunities in front of you. You're just not seeing the bigger picture. How many risks are you able to take? How uncomfortable can you go until you need to get where you need to be? Because the biggest enemy you got right now is in between your ears. What you're looking for is not out there. It's within. It's your time to become better. It's your time to live your best life. And it's your opportunity. Are you gonna take it? It's time to put in the hard work that you didn't know that you can do. It's time for you to make a change and do something you've never done. Because you gotta have the attitude that when you get knocked down, you're getting right back up. Even though you're bloody, beaten, and bruised, you're getting back up because you got a goal and you got a dream that you're trying to accomplish. No matter how much it hurts right now, someday you will look back and realize your struggles changed your life for the better. No matter how hard the past was, you can always start over. If you can't change a situation, then you need to start changing your mindset. Because when you stop saying, I can't find a way, and start saying, I got to find a way to make this happen, it's when your life starts to change. So it's up to you. Are you gonna start rusting yourself from the inside, from the iron? Are you gonna turn yourself into a sword, strong and sharp, beaten through the fire? fire, it's up to you. This is your life. But if you want to stay the same and stay average, then stay away from me. So the people who are disciplined, motivated, and ready to put in the work, let's go. Because this is for you, and you know who you are. So surround yourself with the people that feel the same. It's never too late to surround yourself with the people that you want to become. Because we got no excuses, no complaining, no whining, no crying. Because we do this, we get it done. We do what we say, and we make it happen. That's why we're the top. That's why we're the elite. That's why you can't stop us. Unstoppable. Bring the struggles, bring the fire. Put us through the trials. We'll come out victorious. My name's Addison Zegan, and I just want you to win.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I got problems. We all got problems. But what you do when you're faced with the hard times in your life is what you're made out of. It's what you become. You don't become great by getting everything handed to you. No, it's not a reality. What happens is you go through the struggles, you go through the hardest moments in your life, and then you find out what you're made out of. You find out how much fire you can go through in your life. It's not easy. It's never easy. It's always hard. It's always ugly. And to be honest, it's what makes you you. So embrace it. Embrace the hard times in your life because they won't last. Embrace what you have right now in your life because it could be gone tomorrow. And that's the reality. That's the reality that we don't live in a society is that we say, oh, it's gonna be around forever. I got enough time in the world, but the reality is that you don't have enough time. Your phone's on some kind of percentage that you don't know when it's gonna turn off and shut down forever. That's your life. You could be on your deathbed tomorrow, and there's not enough people out here preaching this message saying, live your life to the fullest. Take risks. Make the commitment. Push yourself past your boundaries. No, they don't want you doing that. They want you in your 9-to-5 job where you hate your life and you're miserable. Why? Because it benefits them. And that's the sad reality is that you spend paycheck to paycheck without ever getting ahead. And you're stuck and you're trapped. And there's people out there that are gonna preach the opposite, say, you know what, live beneath your means. It's not about a paycheck. It's about your happiness because you only got a certain amount of time on this earth to affect a certain amount of people. So start putting your effort into something you believe in. Even if it means you have to lose everyone and everything. That's the problem. People aren't willing to risk. You're not willing to risk your happiness for a year towards a goal that you know you believe in. I believe in suicide prevention. I didn't always believe in it, but I believe in it now. And I volunteer my time on the phones, talking to people on the worst day of their life. And it's hard, but it's needed. For me, it's what I'm good at. I know it's making a difference. How are you gonna make a difference in this world? You only got a certain amount of time. Start utilizing it. I can't tell you how hard it is just to keep getting beaten down and just feeling like you're going nowhere. Waking up every day knowing that today you gotta fail. Today is the day that you have to wake up and things aren't gonna go the way that you want them and you're not gonna accomplish what you set out to do, but you just might get a little bit closer. Maybe. And that's the hardest thing for people, and that's the hardest thing for me is just to wake up and admit that I'm gonna fail, admit that I'm gonna do something wrong, and then I'm gonna screw up. I feel that I'm such a lone wolf in this life because I have the dedication just to constantly make mistakes. And I do it in my relationships, and I do it in my businesses, and I do it in my life, and I learn from my mistakes. That's the difference, is that I don't keep making the same ones. And the people that get to hang around me and the people that know that Addison's going to mess up, he's not going to be perfect, but he's going to keep swinging, he's going to keep going up to bat, and the people in the crowds are going to keep yelling at him, booing him, and just saying that he's the worst person in the world. It's going to happen. I know it because I live it. I constantly wake up with that. knowing that that's what I do. That's who I am. And I've accepted my flaws and my failures. And I've taken my flaws and my failures and I've set them down to build a bridge over my problems. To know that I'm not perfect. To know that there's always something that I can improve on. That's the hardest thing. Just to keep swinging. To get up there and swing with all your might, even though you might not hit that ball. Just to keep going. To get up to the plate. To not listen to the naysayers. To the people who say you can't do it. Give it your all and take that swing. I know it's not easy. I know you might miss. I know you might fail. But I need you to step up there. And I need you to swing with all your might. I need you to give it the best shot you got. Because if I can live my life and not be worried about the criticism and the hate and the reviews and the negative and the naysayers, so can you. Just get up. Do what you know you need to do. We're all dealing with it in our own ways. But you are one of a kind. And there's no one in this world like you.
Every day, you're making progress. Now that sounds a little strange, am I right? Every day, you're making progress. I bet you're thinking, man, Addison, what are you talking about? I am not anywhere close to being a millionaire. In fact, last year, I was richer than I am this year. What are you talking about? Every day, I'm making progress. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, let me tell you this. If you got a day off from work, and all you did that day was eat junk food and watch Netflix, then you know what you just did? You just added a little bit more fat to your body. And if that was your goal, to gain more weight, you're making progress. Next time, eat 2 bags of Cheetos instead of 1. You got this. Progress. Well, then you say, whoa, I don't want to be fat. I want to be strong and ripped. Oh, that's what you want. Well, your actions speak differently. Because you for damn sure know you ain't losing 10 pounds and getting a 6-pack after binge-watching Game of Thrones. And I know you'll see commercials selling you on fitness equipment, telling you, hey, only 10 minutes a day and you'll look like those Instagram models. But what they don't tell you is, it's not the fancy equipment, it's what...
It didn't work. How do you explain schizophrenia to a kid who's 12? I thought everyone heard voices like me. Things started to change when I hit puberty. And everything was fine. I had a new way to hide the voices inside. Marijuana and alcohol were my new best friends. Started smoking stress off of a tin can. Run out of the store with 30 beers in my hand. But it wasn't enough. So a friend gave me Xanax and life was good. Klonopin, nitrous oxide, cocaine, what wouldn't I do? Experimenting with drugs was my way of coping. With the things I couldn't comprehend, like those stupid voices in my head. I know I had an evil spirit inside. And I was listening to everything it said. It told me I was better off dead. It said, how worthless can you be? You're a suicidal teen with nothing to achieve. Swallow these pills or the louder I'll scream. No, this wasn't me. I'm done with these voices trying to control my life. I know I'm a special person, and I know this isn't the end, and I know that these voices are all in my head. So I made a choice. I turned my demons into my own voice. And eventually I started to win. Now my voices tell me that this isn't the end. They say pick yourself up, because you're a champion. Don't give up because you're a winner. There's still time, it's not over. I turn my demons into my angels, and you will too. I still hear voices, but they're brand new.
One run can change your day. Many runs can change your life. So don't run with your legs. Run with your heart. Every